Hey guys, hope your day's going great. Most of you know me as Latasha. Today I took a wild hair and decided, hey, I'm going to start a YouTube channel to document my weight loss journey and all that fun stuff that goes along with it. Just a little bit about me if you don't know me. I'm a 28-year-old mother of one. She's 2 years old. She's wild. I struggle really hard with keeping up with her playing and things like that due to me being obese. I've been obese my entire 28 years on the planet. It's something I've learned to deal with. Before pandemic started, I actually started going to a weight loss clinic and was using the Adipex and in general with working out. That was awesome. I dropped weight like all get out. I'll just go ahead and let you know that my starting weight was 340. Go ahead and get that out of the way. A lot of things happened in the past couple of years that caused me to sit around and get bigger than I had been. I've always been a big girl, like I said. Normally my hang around weight was around 285 to 300, just depending on time of year and things like that. It's just, like I said, something I've learned to deal with. I am a physically strong person. Growing up on a horse farm, lifting hay, dealing with animals that weigh 1,200 pounds and have minds of their own. I can hold my own as far as strength. But when it comes to endurance or doing something for a long amount of time, my body just kind of gives up on me. Back in 2017, I broke my foot. I was in an air cast for 20 some odd weeks, so that itself limited my mobility as to what I could do. So I definitely gained a lot of weight then. Then I ended up getting pregnant. So can't do anything like that with a broke foot. So again, I was just sitting around. Well, after I had my baby, I ended up growing fibroids in my uterus. So I had a lot of medical issues with that, which also slowed me down, holding me back in general. Finally, in September of 2019, I had a hysterectomy and got rid of all the fun girl issues that go along with having a period. So that's when I decided I was actually going to get my butt in gear and try to lose some weight. And I started going to the gym religiously in December of 2019 when they opened the Planet Fitness here in London. It was great. I was going to the tanning bed every day, look fly, you know how that goes. Actually got down to about 315 and felt good. I could actually go through my workout and feel strong at the end as well. I wasn't able to run a whole lot. That was something I was trying so hard to master. There right before they shut down before pandemic, I was able to run just for maybe 3 minutes every day, but that was progress and I felt that in my soul that I was doing good. And then of course when the pandemic came and everything shut down, all I could do was sit at the house and eat. So I gained almost all my weight back. I'm now sitting restfully at 320, give or take, just depending on the day. Being big for so long has locked me up. Like, I have bad hips, I have bad knees, I have bad feet, I've got a curve to my spine. It really has just held me back for all these years. So with pandemic, of course, sitting around not doing anything else, I started searching YouTube, looking for tips and tricks to see what we could actually do to get that under control. Well, I then decided that I would have weight loss surgery. I was going to apply for the gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve to actually help control my weight. As my body is worn down from being big for so long, I'm very limited as to what I can do to lose that weight that I've gained. I was so excited when I found out that Central Baptist in Lexington does the surgery. I've had a lot of friends who have been worked on there. They've had great results. So I get tore down excited, find the new patient packet, send it up, good to go. The only thing in my life I do not put a tracking number on, it gets lost. I'm sitting around calling for 4 weeks wanting to know, hey, what's my status? Do you need something else? What can I do to get this on the road? Of course, it was during the pandemic. They were on furlough, so the office themselves were not open until finally the first week of July. I spoke with an actual person, and she says, honey, we haven't gotten any type of documentation from you. Are you sure you sent it? Well, I took a picture of the actual envelope I addressed, read it off to her. She said, yeah, that's our address. It must be lost in the mail. I said, holy moly, I've sat around for 4 weeks and not known this, so what can I do to fix it? I had everything saved up because I did it all in Adobe. That way I could just keep it forever in case I needed it. Luckily, Miss Jenny's, who I spoke with, and she said, here's my personal email through work. Just go ahead and send me the attachment and I'll get it sent over to the department that can start looking into it. I was ecstatic, so excited. So I got all that sent over to her. She said, give me a call in about a week and I'll let you know if there's anything we need or if your status is good. I'm like, okay, cool. So that week goes by, me tickled to death, ready. Well, that next Wednesday, I called her and she said, oh, they haven't got to you yet. They're still behind. I was like, okay. She said, that normally takes about 2 weeks, so give them a call again next Wednesday. I said, okay, I can do that. So I wait and wait, anticipate, oh, they're going to tell me no, or something's wrong with my insurance, or, something's going to happen to where I'm not going to be able to get this surgery, because that's my luck. And then I called her yesterday, and that was the first thing she said was, oh, let me transfer you over to the coordinator. I was like, really? She was like, yes. So she transferred me over to the coordinator. She said, oh, yes, you were on my list to call tomorrow. I was like, oh, I've jumped the gun. I said, but I'm here now. What information do you need? So she got me set up for my first appointment as like a consultation, informational thing where they're going to do all the fun tests on me. She said that appointment would take about 3.5 hours. So I made sure to get a good date and a good time. And that appointment is set up for September the 8th at 10 a.m. I'm totally stoked. I was already off work that week. That's my vacation time. I'm actually judging at the Rocky Mountain International Horse Show at the horse park that week in Lexington, and I have to report to Lexington that day for that too. So all that will work out beautifully in that 1 day span. So excited. Like, I cried after I got off the phone with her. I called my mom. I was like, Mom, it's finally happening. But what I'd like to do with these videos is not just have me sit here and run my mouth about how my life is. I would like to actually keep a detailed documentation tracking, if you will, of this process. I was very apprehensive of the surgery for a really long time, just because everyone feels weird, like it's taboo or it's the easy way out, or for lazy people. When I've actually gotten into researching it and things like that, there comes a point to where your body cannot help itself. And I know that sounds horrible. Most of you guys will be like, oh, you'll just have to get your butt in gear and do it. I can't. With the shape of my feet and my hips and my back, it physically hurts me to walk up the steps. Been going to a podiatrist, to a chiropractor. They've been working with me awesome and getting me in better shape with that. Stretches, actual corrections, and wearing this lovely little foot brace, and about to get some old granny insole shoes. That sounds great for a 20-year-old lady, but you got to do what you got to do to keep your body moving. I feel like this surgery is going to be a godsend to me, because I struggle so hard with anxiety and depression, binge eating, things of that nature. I can't regulate myself. So this surgery seems to be the key to that, to where I'll always have that strong foundation to fall back on. I don't know which type of surgery I'm going to have yet. I won't know 100% until I see the doctor on the 8th, or when they give me more information about that. I just know this is something I have to do. 1,000%. I can't play with my daughter. I used to train horses for a living. I used to ride numerous horses daily. I physically cannot do that anymore. And that's something that really hurts my heart, that I cannot do the things that I love because of how big I've let myself gotten. Becoming this large person, this big person, this fat person, someone who's looked at as a statistic for having a BMI over 50, I don't like it at all. I'm a straight shooter, always have been. I've always been the big girl, and I'll let you know I'm the big girl and don't give a rat's behind as to what someone says about that. But this weight loss, this surgery, this whole journey is for me, period. I need to get to where I can feel good enough to want to play with my kid, or feel like I'm able to play with her to where she's like, oh, that's my mom, you know. I don't want to be a mom that sits on the couch because I can't get up, or be the mom that's stuck in the bed because my legs won't hold the rest of me. And in the back of my mind, that's just something I feel like what's going to happen. Probably one of my biggest fears, actually, is to become so obese to be bedridden, away from the world and everything of that nature. Everything I love is active. You know, I'm starting to get emotional with that thought. But anyway, this is something that I wholeheartedly feel like is going to be good for me. I hope you guys would like to go with me on this journey. If not, that's not an issue either. Mainly, I hope that this video itself, or these videos that I'll be posting, will just grab the eye of someone who maybe is having thoughts about the surgery, or someone who is struggling as I am, and, you know, just need that final assurance that, hey, this is something I can do too. What I'll do is actually post a few pictures here at the end of the video and show you what I was before I got in my current relationship in 2015. My biggest that I got, which would have been right after I had my baby, I'll show you a picture of what I am now, as to where I have lost some weight, but I've gained some back. Before, pictures are hard to even think about taking or posting, let alone on YouTube. But I'm going to do that as a milestone for myself, to say, hey, like, oh, this girl, she, you know, she's big, oh God. But again, it's for myself. I don't really mind what people think about me. I have confidence for myself as far as how I look and things like that. But again, my physical abilities are limited, and I don't like it one bit. Those pictures and milestones are going to keep me on track. They're going to be my foundation as to what I look for, but I cannot let myself get back to this. I've got to keep going. I've got to follow what the doctor says to actually get this done. I'm super excited for this weight loss surgery, but I am even more excited about down the road when I can have skin removal surgery. Like I said, I've been big my whole life, but I've always been proportionate, except this kangaroo pouch. You'll see that in the pictures when I post them. The mom belly, a lot of people call it. I've always referred to it as a kangaroo pouch, where my lower tummy actually hangs down. It touches my legs by itself. It is like a ball and chain. I can't sit cross-legged. I can't do specific things that I want to, because this hunk of meat and skin is in the way. It serves absolutely no purpose. I cannot wait to get it cut off down the road. Like, it makes me have cold chills to think about not having it, as to what I can do without it. It genuinely makes me smile, like this lovely smile here. Being proportionately big, you know, a lot of people don't believe me as to how much I do weigh, or when I tell them the actual number, oh no, you don't weigh that, honey, what are you even talking about? When in fact, I just hide it well. You know, at my biggest, I was wearing a 28 size jeans and a 4X t-shirt. I have had breast augmentation previously, so I do have implants. Those have changed drastically also through my weight gain and loss. They have lost their shape. I'll just put that out there also. Finding clothes that fit me is totally hard. Like, I'm made so weird. And wearing the 4X t-shirt, you know, it is baggy enough to where you can't see my love handles or my pouch in the front. So that's what I'm comfortable with wearing. A lot of things, again, do not fit correctly. It's hard to find a bra that fits. With my implants, of course, they sit high and are round, to where finding a band size to hold the implant itself is near impossible. It's kind of like a trial and error. Getting measured doesn't really help because the cup size is so different from the band size. It doesn't really go together. So I'll be looking forward to purchasing a pretty bra in the future. Just like I said, with the skin removal surgery, I plan to have the total mommy makeover where they go in and redo my boobs too. So I'll be like a brand new lady. And again, this isn't something I'm doing for someone. I'm in a 5-year relationship with this awesome fiance of mine. He puts up with my bullshit and drama and bitching about myself. And he's going to love me either way. I feel like we have discussed it. And he jokes all the time about, me getting skinny and leaving and things like that. But he knows I'm doing this for me and not anybody else. And I want to enjoy life. That's my goal in general, is just to enjoy the life I have and be in my daughter's life as actively as I can, both emotionally and physically. She loves her mommy. She'll always love her mommy. But it would just mean so much to me to be able to get down and roll on the floor with her or run across the yard, and I can't do that right now. So that's my ultimate goal, and I'm looking forward to it greatly. But I won't bore you guys anymore. That's just kind of a start to what's going on, what's happened, who I am, and things like that. So that's about it. If you have any comments, any thoughts, any tips, leave them in the comment section. I'll be glad to take any type of feedback, good or bad. Talk to me like you would your best friend, because that's just how I am. Again, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.
Let's look at these old pictures. This is 2015, before I got with my old man. Looked lovely. Also from 2015, had lovely hair flying, big Carhartt t-shirt. This is me and my little girl here. That would be winter 2018 with my big fat face and no eyes. This picture here is at a horse show for the lead line, August 2019, right before my hysterectomy. This is spring 2020 after I'd been going to the gym and felt pretty good. Now this is a photo from June 2020. Had just gotten my hair done. My face has a nice shape. And this photo here is more current. That's from July the 2nd at a horse show I officiated. Now these pictures are today. They are very hard to look at. I do not like them one bit. They hurt me to look at. I cannot wait to change this. Cannot wait to get this under control to where I can feel good about standing here like this in my underwear on YouTube. Cannot wait, 100%.